Hello everybody, my name is Rachel, welcome and all. Why did I feel the need to do that? Kind of gives off the impression that I was sat in front of my computer about to record a video, and then somebody like ninja broke in through my house. And in order to ninja break in, you don't just come in through like the front door. You like flip through the window, land in a crouch, come up, and you got like a gun going on, and that's pretty nice. And a swish of you, and then I get this gun held to my head, and he's like, "Where are all your robbables?" Of course, robbables is the technical term for things worth stealing in a given house. And he's like, "Oh my god, can I at least finish this video before I show you where my robbables are, please, Mr. Ninja?" And he's like, he's got a kind heart. He's only stealing to help out his family, he needs it. So he's like, "Fine, I'll let you finish the video, but be quick about it." So me, all scared and stuff, is then going, "Hello, my name is Rage, welcome along," just trying to get it over as fast as possible. So that's what's currently occurring. Say hi, Barry the Ninja.
Hi.
I'm so sorry. Alright, so, Synergy Lab. We are doing Brimstone version 2, because this series, as always, is dedicated to producing the best, the most ridiculous, the most awesome, insane, and just fantastic synergies in all of Isaac. And while we've done Brimstone once before, there was always going to be old favorites coming back in new and awesome ways, especially when Afterbirth Plus drops and we get new items to work with. However, the revelation of what I just did, the kidney stone tier breaking technique to let ourselves spam Brimstone like a crazy person, well, I just could not resist at all doing another one with this, because I've got some cool ideas. Because thinking about it, how the hell do I get out? Okay, there we go. I figured it out. I did it. I managed to figure it out. Oh, life is good. So, thinking about it, I've done Sea of Brimstone with the Tech X last week, which was awesome. And then I've done kind of cool, wiggly, waggly, sort of tentacle Brimstone with the first one. So we kind of need to do something very different here. And initially I was like, there's not really much I can do differently, even with this tier breaking. But actually, I think I've kind of got something. I think it's just going to be nice. You're gonna say, you're gonna be like, "That's nice." Yeah, you're gonna kind of double finger point me. You're gonna see my synergy and you're gonna be like, "Hey!" You're not gonna be like, you're not gonna need resuscitating, but you're gonna have a good amount of "hey," because I'm gonna go with a really awesome, visually looking, and I don't just mean the Brimstone itself, just in general, visually awesome looking Brimstone turret. So we're actually going to take Rainbow Worm, and in fact this entire Synergy Lab is going to use items that we very rarely use, which is very, very exciting. So as I accidentally get Bob's brain, I guess Bob's brain is living with us now. Oh, god damn it, that was not supposed to happen, but that's fine. So we're going to get Loki's Haunts, and we've got ourselves the Look up as well, which means that, yes, we are going to be getting ourselves Eye in the back of our head, so we are doing permanent cross Brimstone streams, and I'm sorry, it's going to annoy me too much if I keep Bob's brain. It's really going to bug me, so give me a moment. "Returneth I to the second floor, after trials and tribulations most hard." Guys, in the time that I've been gone between jump cuts, I may have accidentally become a mother. I didn't plan for it to happen, but I accidentally became a mother. Wouldn't you like to know that story? Okay, no, actually, I need you guys to get on this. I need to engage your creativity. I need to sap it like I'm suckling at the... I'm not going to finish that sentence, but what I am going to say, I was gone between jump cuts, let's say 5 minutes. I compressed 5 minutes into an instant because I, of course, have time powers, but, it was 5 minutes. Can you come up with a conceivable scenario whereby I can become a mother in 5 minutes after having just said, be right back to get rid of Bob's brain? Can you in fact do that? That is my question to you. Can you get the story going on? I'll take the easy road. I'll take the easy road, because I'm a lazy bastard. As I may or may not be showing you my full naked Steam now. I just don't know if I am or not. It's like I'm a senile old man. I don't know if I'm naked or not, but either way, you yipper-facker. You yipper-facker? I was going for whippersnapper. I guess maybe I'm allowing for a slang change in the next 100 years, but still. Oh, we're going to grab Holy Mantle, because I'm going to need it. And there's a reason for that, because as I said, this is going to use a lot of items we don't normally actually grab. So either way, now let's head on to the next floor. So I'm going to say, I was like, alright, I'm going to go get rid of Bob's brain. A portal opens up. I get sucked through, forced into an alien ship, as they chose me to abduct. So they threw me into a genetic manipulation chamber and completely reconfigured my entire being and DNA. And then I came back as a female, but then I realized that I'm actually just the host for an alien embryo, so I'm actually just an alien host, but therefore technically a mother in 5 minutes. That's where my story's gonna go. You know, I admit there are probably better alternatives that are less sort of, I don't know, cop-outy. Sudden aliens and then you got genetically modified. Alright, likely story. So another inspiration behind the synergy that we're gonna do today, in our very first version too, is a true, powerful, defensive synergy. Something that we can truly just stand in a room and use, and all is well with the world. And that's why it's going to use a kind of a couple new items. We do need the leash in this, which is nice, because with the rainbow worm we get this going on. But you will notice as I do this, I have to just time the brimstone properly, and there is distinct periods of no brimstone, and if I just spam it, it's very jumpy. So we of course do need a way to get round this, and we of course will get round this, but for now I am going to find ourselves the item room for a few more items. I do apologize, guys, that every now and then I kind of just stand there not making progress, because I'm trying like to talk to you but also think about my plan for the synergy and how I want it to grow. So occasionally I just end up stood still in a room doing a really bad job of pretending I'm not thinking, which actually is surprising, because normally I'm very good at not thinking. Self-burns in the house. There we go. Looking good. So what I want from here for now is actually just a little bit of survivability, because believe it or not, there isn't actually much left from the item room itself that we're really desperate to have on this. We don't need the amount of brimstone multipliers, because it's a little bit too much. We don't need any more technology. We're technologied away. That is all fine, but what I will do is grab ourselves the car battery and the double battery and the sharp plug while I'm at it. Not for any actual reason, just because I kind of like them. I like the Frankenstein look. What can I say? It's all the rage right now. Because, like, my name's Rage. I know. Really funny. So I'm gonna grab a lump of coal, because I actually do want the brimstone beam to be widening as it gets further away. It also very much does increase the damage. And then I'm also going to grab the sensor, because the sensor is what I've got the leash for. So now we've got this kind of nice light aura around where the center of brimstones are powering out from. But you know, we're nowhere near done yet. We are nowhere near done yet. We're layering and layering as all is well with the world. So, earlier in Seed of the Week, I told you guys a little bit about Eurogamer that I just went to. A lovely gaming convention, had a lot of fun, met a lot of you guys, you're all lovely people, and it was just really fantastic. Seriously, it amazes me each and every time just how wonderful you guys are to have as an audience. And I know, I say this a lot, and it's like, yes, I know I'm amazing, get on with the fucking video. I don't have all day, Jesus. but I do have to say it because you are all seriously awesome. But I'm going to tell you my most embarrassing story of the entirety of Eurogamer. But how cool does it look when the beam thickens out towards the end, thanks to the lump of coal? I really, really do enjoy it. Hey, would you look at that? I'm actually, you know what? I'm going to take that because we were actually going to get this, and I'm going to take that as a sign because that's awesome. That's really awesome. So I'm going to tell you my most embarrassing story from the convention, and knowing me, you know that this is going to turn out to be pretty embarrassing. But first and foremost, we want ourselves anti-gravity, and don't worry, we're not getting Tiny Planet today because that's just too much Brimstone. So the reason we take anti-gravity is because it really works nicely with this note here, because we get to spam as much as we like, and then look, we get just a permanent, lovely, swirling brimstone vortex constantly powering out from the center. And it also works wonderful if we walk up and down. It's just very, very nice to look at. Granted, because of the lump of coal coloring, you know, it's not going to win any beauty awards, but we will be swapping that to a lovely color later on. You can probably guess which if you had to. And we're also going to get the guillotine, and that's why we got the speeding up of the baby, because it lets us have our head rotating around this black hole of brimstone, which I think looks really nice. It's definitely subtle, this Synergy Lab, but I just like being able to see my face permanently rotating round as I cause this utter carnage and destruction upon all that I know around me. Oh, good times, good times. So we're going to go to Tammy's head and make use of the battery items, because how lovely is that? I really like it. Just a nice little Tammy's head burst. It really is one of the classic Brimstone Aronas, isn't it? So we're going to grab ourselves the Halo. We're also going to grab ourselves the Godhead, just for the extra eye. And what I love about this is we now end up faceless. Like, how good is that? We're also going to grab Holy Shot, get a slight little glow on our face, and you need to enjoy this because it's not going to last long. And then we get ourselves the crown. So now when we have our Brimstone Vortex, our face looks amazing. It's this completely still, impassive, crowned angel with the glowing blue eyes just circling this black hole of brimstone. I think it just looks really, really nice. So, let's continue on. Yes, indeed. I just really like it. Complete faceless. What is happening? Oh, my word. Please don't kill me. Because let's be honest, if a sudden faceless person just appeared out of nowhere, it would pretty much kill you. So now we've obviously got lovely, lovely homing brimstone, which is nice because we need maximum killability from our lovely synergy here. We're going to grab this as well, which does suck because it does mean that we have a little bit of the lost content. In fact, no, actually, it went away straight away. We are back to just being completely faceless. So, yeah, I will definitely accept that. Don't mind if I do. And, oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. I didn't even need to come in here. I just royally screwed the pooch. Although this does look cool, so I guess, you know, we got that going for us. But I just royally screwed the pooch. Ugh. Disaster averted, everyone. We return, and this time we are most knifeless. And worry ye not, I've not forgotten about my awkward, embarrassing story, but I will tell you it after I've completed the synergy over the next 2 floors, because that's probably going to be better, so I don't get constantly distracted during it, which, you know, I'll admit occasionally I have a tendency to do. So we're going to grab ourselves Transcendence now and quite literally just get rid of our body, which I think is a pretty good thing to do here. So now we do very nicely just go round and round and round and round our lovely beams of Brimstone Town. So we're going to head over to the only irritating thing about this is that it's kind of difficult to see where I'm going when I'm completely trying to navigate via a shadow. It turns out to be quite difficult. By the way, how awesome is this when I go in a circle? Just this lovely crisscrossy pattern. It is very unique and not something that we see often from Brimstone at all. In fact, I really can't remember ever seeing anything even remotely close to it. I am very excited to see how this just completely annihilates the boss rush. It's just gonna be so delicious. Yes, it is just a brimstone in a glass is what we need. So I do need to get the sensor back, so let's grab that, and then we are going to head to the boss. Now I did consider the flashlight, but because it only points in one direction, it tends to kind of ruin the lovely nice little synergy of what we have going on. Sorry, the symmetry of the synergy. I'm just all over the place today. I really am. I woke up, my arms were in the living room, my leg was in the kitchen, and my right eye was in the fridge. It was a nightmare putting myself back together. God, that would be a horrible curse to be cursed with. Alright, any witches out there? Because I know I have a big appeal and audience in the witch community. If you ever need a nice punishment for someone, but you don't want to be too bad, just make it so they wake up and random bits of their body are hidden around the house. They don't die or feel pain, they have to go find them and socket them back on, but it's inconvenient, you know, and that kind of sucks. Okay, so now we are on the depths 2. It is time to complete this synergy. So I am going to be getting ourselves rubber cement, and this is good because it just really thickens the brimstone, you know? You've just got to lovely and thicken the brimstone. Is that not awesome? Just a really nice thick stone, so that is good. And the cool thing is, because we are anti-gravitying, it doesn't actually go mental. It does just really nicely thicken up the brimstone. Occasionally it goes mental, but for the most part, it's quite a stable way of doing things. So now we need to very carefully head over to the shoppy room of the most powerful of all of the things. I think it's only if we get one right in the corner. No, even then it seems to do it, so I don't know how actually to trigger it going weirdly and wiggle-waggy when we've got this going on, but that is fine. Yes, it is. Annoyingly, we don't get ourselves the little sort of crackly electricity from that round us because we've lost our body, but we do want this because we want as many glowy things as possible around us, which of course does mean that the circle of protection is going to be good as well as that. That gives us a little bit of a glow. Careful. It's so difficult to see where I am. Oh wait, that's a second crown of light. I guess that's fine. Alright, so the circle of protection is a very nice one here. We also want a theme, we also want more of the void. Not that we probably should be getting hit, but it is going to be nice. And now we've really got a lovely devil-crowned look going on, which is always pretty fantastic. If I just slowly scooch over to the other side, we're going to pick up ourselves scapula as well. And then, I can't believe I'm going to ask this question, but where is Celtic Cross? Like, you gotta forgive me for this one. How often do you find yourself needing to take Celtic fucking Cross? I mean, come on. No offense to the Celts out there, but your crosses aren't that popular. I'm just saying, but apparently it's not in here. So there we go. I guess we are done on that front. Also, boom! That's just really nice. A lovely little addition. So we're going to go down to the item room, make sure that we are indeed finished when it comes to that. I think we are, but it always pays to check as we float our destruction over the place. Do not accidentally take the knife. Do not accidentally take the knives. Do not accidentally take the knives. Oh, God. See, it's difficult choice whether to get the fruity and the bill. I'm gonna do it because I do like the color changing and the extra randomness. I do, but it definitely is a personal preference, that one. That I will fully admit. So, Finally, it's time to return to our item room and get the last few chunks of awesome, which is going to be a problem. It is going to be a problem, because first up, we're going to grab ourselves a Spoonbender. Okay, alright, we're actually just going full yellow on this, which looks, look at that, the lines, it's so psychedelic, this pure crossbeam. I just absolutely love it as we rotate around the outside. So you see what I mean? It's just such a cool defensive synergy. We have these auras of power, and we're just this turret completely blasting out in the center. And every now and then, it just does these really cool random variations. Look at that! It's just so... Like, I never thought I would find a synergy that Austin Powers would like more, because this is psychedelic. This is groovy, baby. It really is. And that is lovely. It just is the grooviest. Now, the final item that we do need to grab here is, of course, magnetic tears, because where would we be without that? But that is going to make it incredibly difficult to navigate, because everything is going to come suddenly surging towards us. So, yeah, prepare yourself. Now, we can definitely take the tractor beam just to give the face mask, and I kind of like how it looks, just a little bit of a visual fashion Isaac edition, because I don't think I do them enough. So now I'm going to grab it, and then I'm going to use the Emperor, just so I can actually get through this room without ruining everything. Oh, are we good? Are we good? Oh, I think we're good. It's not... Yes! Normally the knife from the Mother transformation gets magnetized, but I guess not today. And I actually can't get to that side anyway because it's bugged out. So, ironically, we are going to have to teleport. Well, there we go. So, hopefully... that was quite... Look at it! It's just going mental. Alright, then. So... the question is, how is this gonna go when I just sit in the middle of this boss rush and blast this Brimstone turret? So if I chill around here, look at the power that got reflected in. So here we go, my ultimate autopilot turret Brimstone synergy. Oh my word, it's not even slightly... Look at that when it does that. Oh, Christ, that is sexy. Oh, this is just wonderful now. We're in the red phase. This is so good. I think this is distinctly one of the most unique and awesome ways of having Brimstone. Like, I am genuinely surprised they even came up with this, because I really thought we'd seen it all when it came to Brimstone. But lo and behold... Oh, that bit right there is where it's at. So, presumably, I'm immune to damage here, and everything's gonna die before it gets anywhere near attacking me. Obviously, the big... Oh, it's already over. It's already over. Obviously, the big test is gonna be the hush, but I think so far, I'm very pleased with that. I am seriously very, very pleased with that. Alright, so... with that said, then, it is awkward story. Oh, no, it's happening. It's happening. Oh, Christ. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, God, no, we actually took the thing. No, Rainbow Worm. No, I can't take the tick. Oh, Christ. Oh, my God, this is just all going so wrong. Oh, no, what did I think would happen? All right, we got Rainbow Worm back. Nope, that's fine. Oh, no, 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 no. Give me Rainbow Worm. Yes, let me break free. Kind of break free, please. Just give me the second Rainbow Worm. That's cool. And then if I can just go get the second leash. I have never had to dodge trinkets as hard as this. Yes! All right, I did it. I've got them both. I can leave. It's just so difficult. It's like being attacked by zombie trinkets. That's what this is. It's like being attacked by zombie freaking trinkets. Okay, so... Eurogamer awkward story. Thousands of people in a big convention room lining up to try games. What did I do? Knowing me, what did I do? Well, I was like, I'm not going to stand up for hours in a line. I'm going to save my feet. I am going to take a chair with me. And I am going to sit on this chair when we're lining up, and it's just going to be really cool. So I did. I bought this tiny little camping chair, because I wanted to be considerate, of course. I didn't want to have too big of a chair and take up lots of space. It's this tiny little camping chair, and I'm sat on it in the line, which means I'm really comically lower down than everyone else, hunched and sort of perched on this tiny little chair that really isn't good enough to support anything. A cat would struggle to sit on it, and they agile as fuck. And I'm just like, well, this is still technically comfier, but I'll admit I wanted this to go better, but whatever, it's better than standing up, you know, let the laziness run through me. Gotta get the hell out of here before we start to regret that again. It's fine. So, Fluke starts streaming, one of the friends that I went there with. He starts streaming on his phone, and I'm sat down on this line, and like, haha, yeah, look at you all sat down, lazy. And then, while I'm streaming, loads of people in real life watching me, loads of people on the internet watching me, this is recorded, I feel a sudden movement, this sudden sort of, this shift in the stability of my chair, and then slowly I can feel it slipping, because it's one of those fold-out chairs that you would take camping, and I can slowly feel it getting wider and wider, like it's slowly breaking apart. And I didn't know what to do. I panicked. I tried to play it off by just dancing on the chair, like, yeah, this is normal. But then I had this horrible moment where I could feel that it had gone just a little bit too far, and it completely spread open and collapsed, and I fell with it, with just this little on the floor, and hit the ground on this now crumpled and flat chair as everyone is watching me and doing a really bad job at hiding their sniggering, and I'm like, oh, my chair, and I look back, and it's just completely twisted and broken. One of the screws came out that was holding it together, and it was awful. It was just awful, and this is recorded on the internet, and hundreds of people saw me just on this just tiny little camping chair that I am hunched on, just completely collapse underneath me as I splutter to the ground and sprawl out. It was just so embarrassing. My laziness betrayed me so hard. It really did. Okay. Well, that worked. That worked very, very well. I have a feeling this is going to absolutely crush the Hush. Come on, Hush. You can do this. Yeah! Oh, God, it looks great when the color changes. It really does. I think we can safely say that was pretty powerful and defensively unconquerable. Holy hell, did that work out for us. Jesus. Alright, gotta get a move on very quickly. Alright, we did it. Nobody panics. So, yeah, I brought a camping chair with me to be lazy in the lines, and it broke underneath me, and it was so embarrassing. And the thing is, it broke like that in the very first line, and not even a fair distance into it. It was within 5 minutes. So I carried a chair around in my bag for no reason. I had it in my luggage for no reason. But it's okay, because I've learnt my lesson. Next year I'm going to take a proper, good quality, big camping chair, and then we'll see who's laughing. Because that kind of embarrassment is how evil villains are born. It really, really is. Alrighty, let's take down Mega Saiyan. I am really in love with this synergy. It's actually so much better than I initially gave it credit for in my head when I was thinking about this. Let's go murder ourselves a blue baby. I like how they're not even getting as far as the Brimstone firing. Okay. There is something very, very cool about... Oh, I should have taken the soul, actually. I mean, visually it wouldn't make a difference, but I guess for ultimate defensiveness, that would be the best thing to do here. But yeah, look how ridiculously good this is at not getting me killed. Like, I'm just walking into things, and it just doesn't matter. I really have achieved the ultimate defensive synergy. My lovely little circle of everything is safe and nice here. God damn. That is just brutal. It really is. Ooh, Judas's Shadow. I mean, that's not a great thing to get on the chest. Actually, it's not bad, is it? Because you do get a nice little extra chance, and the damage up is always good. Depends if you were struggling when you got to the chest. Because obviously, if you're powerful, you're not going to die anyway, so it is kind of pointless. But let's have a look what our other 4 items would have been. Holy crap, was that terrible. Jesus. Bro, that was awesome. So I'm going to stand on the center of the Satan pentagram and use it to really accent my brimstone. And here we go. Let us begin our defensive brimstone turret as it just coats the area around me in pure unadulterated deliciousness. And he's already on the next phase, and we are back to lovely red to finish him off instantly. Oh, what a great synergy. Let me know if you liked that one. Like if you did. If we can reach that 1,000, it makes such a difference, and I appreciate it so much, everyone. I love you all. Subscribe for more. Oh, goodbye.